If you're seeing the Tinkercad SVG export failed error, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why it happens and how to fix it step by step. This is a common issue when your design is too complex, not aligned properly with the workplane, or when Tinkercad struggles to calculate the 2D slice for export. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to clean up your model, export it correctly, and avoid the same problem in the future. If this video helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software tutorials. Let's start with the most common fix, and that is the drop rule. In Tinkercad, SVG export only works properly when the object is touching the blue grid workplane. If your shape is even slightly floating above it, Tinkercad may not know how to flatten it for export, and that can cause the SVG export failed message or even a blank file. To fix this, click your object to select it, then press D on your keyboard. That drops the object straight onto the workplane and makes sure it is perfectly aligned. After that, try exporting the SVG again. In many cases, this one step alone solves the issue immediately. If that does not fix it, the next thing to check is whether your design is too complex. Tinkercad sometimes has trouble exporting nested groups, especially if you have groups inside groups or a model with many detailed parts. The SVG engine can fail when it cannot calculate all of those shapes correctly. To solve this, select the group, then look in the Shapes panel under Your Creations and create a simpler custom shape if possible. If your design is built from several separate pieces, try reducing the number of nested elements and replacing them with a single clean part. The simpler the model, the easier it is for Tinkercad to export it as SVG. Another very effective method is to export in pieces instead of trying to export the entire scene at once. If you have multiple objects in the workspace, select one object at a time and use export, then choose selected shape. This isolates the problem and helps you figure out which object is causing the export failure. If one specific part keeps breaking the export, the issue may be that the shape itself is too detailed or unsupported. Text objects and scripted shapes are especially common troublemakers, so if one of those is causing the error, try deleting it and recreating it in a simpler way. Now let's talk about a useful reset trick. If the project still refuses to export, go back to the Tinkercad dashboard and duplicate the design. Click the gear icon on the project, choose Duplicate, then open the copied version and try exporting again. This can clear stuck project data on the server side and sometimes fixes export problems that do not seem to make sense inside the editor. It is a quick workaround that many users overlook, but it can save you a lot of frustration. Next, check your browser settings. Make sure hardware acceleration is turned on in your browser because Tinkercad relies on browser performance for rendering and exporting complex objects. If hardware acceleration is turned off, export tools can fail or behave inconsistently. Also, try opening Tinkercad in an Incognito or private window. On Windows, you can use Ctrl-Shift-N. This helps you find out whether a browser extension is blocking the download or interfering with the export process. If the SVG works in incognito mode, then the problem is probably one of your extensions, and you can disable them one by one to find the culprit. So to quickly recap, if Tinkercad says SVG export failed, first press D to drop the object onto the workplane, then simplify complex groups, export one shape at a time, duplicate the project to reset stuck data, and finally check your browser settings and test incognito mode. Those 5 steps solve most SVG export problems in Tinkercad. If this tutorial helped you fix the issue, please hit the like button, subscribe for more helpful design tutorials, and leave a comment if you want more Tinkercad troubleshooting videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.